Hi, so today is about this new SUQQU eyeshadow quad. They're called Signature Color Eyes. I believe they released 7 of this. They have 6 regular color, 01 to 06, and they also have a limited edition one, which is 101. So today I have 02 and 101 to try on my eyes. I think if I actually liked these two, I'm planning to get more colors when these are launched at the UK, because these two I actually purchased from Japan official website. So they are launched at January 9, I think, and they are actually gonna be launched at January 21st at UK, at least at Selfridges. And actually a purchase from Selfridges is much cheaper than purchase in Japan. So I think if I liked these two, I'm gonna get more when it's launching at the UK. I think this is a reformulation of the previous designing color eyes formula. So we are gonna swatch the new formula, try on the eyes, and also compare this new one to the previous formulation. So let's take a look at the actual packaging. The previous one, it has a button, like you press the button and the packaging opens, and when you close it, it has this closure thing, so it's very secure. But with the new one, it's just like this. It doesn't have a closure like a button or anything. It's just, I think it's magnetized packaging, so it's not so secure to carry around with you in like a handbag or anything. So for that reason, I think I like the previous packaging a little bit more. And also the new packaging, which is the top one, is a little bit thicker and bigger than the previous one. So actually I think with packaging wise, I like the previous one a little bit better. So let's take a look at the inside. The inside, this one is the previous formula, the designing color eyes. This is 131. You can see the color, the actual pen is bigger. The new formula is bigger, and the product, yeah, this one actually has a little bit more product as well. It has 6.2 gram, and this previous one has 5.6 grams, so there is 0.6 gram more. The actual design, the new formula, the signature color eyes formula, it has this embossing on the product, so I don't think it's gonna fade that quickly. And the previous one is just like a overspray thing, so if you swipe your brush on the actual font, it will disappear immediately. So that's the difference. And actually the tool goes with the palette is a little bit different. A little double-sided brush and a sponge-tipped applicator. The sponge tip applicator is the same, but the brush is a little different. This is the new one. I think the bristles is a little bit different. I feel like this is synthetic brush, synthetic hair brush, and the previous one is, it feels like, I don't know what hair it is, but it feels like a natural hair. It actually feels a little bit softer than the previous one, and the shape is quite similar. Maybe the previous one is just a little bit fluffier, but they are quite similar. The two color I have got, this one actually, the 02 color, it looks much lighter than it appears on the official photo of this product. In the photo, this color looks like a very rich red-brown shade, and it also looks like a satin finish. But in real life, this is like a warm brown shimmer. It's not that rich and that deep than it looks, how it looks on the official picture. But this 101, the limited edition color one, looks quite similar with how it looks in the official photo. So let's actually swatch this color. So they feel very smooth. Oh. Actually, just from, can you see? Actually, just from swatching it, I feel the formula is quite similar. It feels very similar to the designing color eyes. Oh, this color is very beautiful. Swatch is very all over the place. It's quite an ugly swatch, but I think you can get a good idea of what the color looks like. Actually, the warmer brown colors in these two palettes looks very similar, like these two and these two. What's different is just these two color. So actually, let's swatch one of the previous, the designing color eyes one. Yeah, this swatch is quite like the feeling of this eyeshadow are very similar on my skin. And you can see this is the new formula and this is the old formula, and they are both 02. The designing color eyes one. Other than this peachy color, the other three color are actually quite cool toned. But the new 02, the signature formula, they are all quite warm, or at least they are quite neutral. They are not cool toned at all. And just have a look from the pen, you can see. Other than this peachy one, this one is quite cool, and this one is quite a warmer neutral color. So let's actually try this on our eyes. So I'm gonna try this 02 color on my left eye, and I think I'm just gonna use the applicator came from this palette, and I want to use the color on the top right and use the fluffy side of the brush came with the palette. This looks like a cool toned grayish satin brown shade. It's a quite sheer formula, as it is always with the SUQQU eyeshadow formula. especially these medium brown shades, they are usually quite sheer. But actually, I think it's nothing to do with their quality. It's just their style. And actually, a lot of Japanese beauty brand, their eyeshadow is this kind of pigmentation. So now I have layered it a little bit. I think it blends very nicely. It's not like those very shitty sheer eyeshadow. You can build the color and it doesn't blend. It very patchy on your eyes and no color shows off. It's not like that. It's sheer, but it's a good sheer formula that you can build it to like a medium kind of pigmentation, and it blends very nicely. Actually, this color looks like it's a satin color on the pan, in the pan, but it's actually almost matte on my eye. And this brush actually works fairly nice, and I want to use this color, the peachy color, on the bottom left, on the inner half of my eyelid, using the applicator, the packing, like a more denser, smaller side. I think this color is quite similar with the peachy color in the designer color eyes 02. Yeah, they are quite similar. And this, actually, it looks like it's a very shimmery shade in the pan, but on the eyes it's pretty much a satiny kind of color. It's very subtle. Yes. And actually I want to try all of these 4 color on my eyes, so I'm just gonna use the same applicator with this deeper brown shade. Oh, actually this color is a little bit more pigmented than what I expect from SUQQU. It's quite a rich brown color. So I think maybe they update the formula a little bit. It's a little bit more pigmented, I think. At least a little bit more pigmented on my eyes. I think they swatch quite similar on the skin, but applies a little bit more pigmented on my eye. So I think if you are not pleased with the previous formula because you think it's a little bit too sheer, then maybe you can enjoy the new formula a little bit more. So now I want to apply this shadow on the very center of my eyelid. This is a color that doesn't have much base color to it. It's pretty much just a glitter top coat kind of color, and it's quite pretty. I think overall this color, this palette, it is a very everyday kind of palette, and if you use more of these 2 colors, maybe you can get a look that's a little bit more smoky, but it just can't get any more smoky than that. So I think this is like I said, a very good everyday eyeshadow quad that you just can't get, how to say, get wrong with it. It's leaning to a more neutral side of the brown eyeshadow family, so I think it's suitable for a lot more people. Yeah, that's my thought. And now let's try the limited edition one. I think the blue color are so beautiful. The minute that I saw the official picture of this quad, I just decided that I need this one. So let's try on my eyes. I want to apply this color. It looks like a satiny finish color in the pan. Let's apply this on my eye. Oh, this color is quite pigmented. A little bit more pigmented than the previous one, the 02. Even though it doesn't look like it's more pigmented, because this one is a lighter color, but it pays out, the payoff is better than the other one. I think for SUQQU they always put the better quad, the better quality into their limited edition palettes. I don't know why. I think their limited edition eyeshadows is always better than their regular lines. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. This color is very nice. This color looks like it's a satin shade, but it applies like a matte, which I think is nice because a lot of people complain about that SUQQU don't have any mattes in their palettes. They are always shimmers. So by having this middle-toned matte shadow, I think this palette can be suitable for a lot more people. And now let's use this color with the smaller side of the applicator on the, maybe just all across the lid. Again, this shimmer color feels a little bit more, just a hint more pigmented than this one, and a lot more pigmented than the designer color eyes formula, the previous formula. Yeah, so let's apply a little bit this darker blue shadow where, maybe on the outer corner, just a little bit. It's a little bit weird, so maybe let me cancel this color with the orangey shimmer shade, and let's apply this on the center of our eyes. Yeah, on the center of eyes, it's making more sense. And this one, maybe because it's layering on another shimmer color, it's not that pigmented, so let me just use my finger. This is quite nice, I think. And also because it's mixing with the color underneath, so it's appearing more of like a purpley kind of color, which is actually quite nice. And by layering it, you can definitely get more pigmentation. And now let's use this light blue top coat kind of shade. This color is I'm most excited color from this whole collection. Just this one color. And it's actually quite pretty. I think it's a very natural, very subtle way of wearing blue blue eyeshadow. At least it's my favorite kind of way of wearing blue eyeshadow, which is a glittery top coat with a little like a light blue glitter top coat kind of shadow. I think it's very beautiful, very nice, very spring kind of shadow. So I finished my whole look and I want to talk about my final feelings about these new quads. I think overall I like them a lot, actually much more than I thought I would. And actually I think they updated the formula quite a bit. It's not like they are very different. They are still very similar formulas, but it's just more creamy, more, maybe it's weird to say this, but it feels like they're more moisturizing, kind of the, how to say, the feel of the formula is like more creamy, more moisturizing, which means it applies better on the eyes, and it's also a hint more pigmented, which I think is nice. It make the eyeshadow more, how to say, more versatile for a lot of people, because the previous one is more of like you can only get a very natural finish because it's very sheer, but now it's like more of a medium pigmentation formula, so you can get the medium pigmentation out of this and you can also sheer it out, or it's like you apply less, then it's a sheer natural look, and if you build it, you can build it to a medium pigmentation. Like if it's this kind of more of a darker color, I think by layering it, you can actually get the color looks the same in the pan, which is actually quite rare from SUQQU. And also they update the formula that it has a nearly matte shadow in this quad, these two quads. I don't know if they are both, all of the 6 quads have this one matte shade in there, but at least for the 2 that I got, it has one medium kind of depth, medium depth color for you to use all over the lid to blend the shadow, which I think is very nice because, like I said previously, a lot of people are complaining about this thing from SUQQU, that they rarely has any matte shadow in their quad. Overall, I liked them a lot, even though the packaging is a little bit thicker, a little bit bigger, but also it has a little bit more product, so maybe that's why they have to make the packaging a little bit bigger to be able to hold more product. And the applicator came with the palette, works very well if you are outside and you don't want to carry extra brushes with you. They works quite well. I think the only complaint about this product is the closure. It's not that safe. That's the only thing I didn't really like from this shadow. But actually, right now, I think nobody is really planning to travel to anywhere. So maybe that's not that big of a deal. So what I want to say is just I really like them. And when they launch at Selfridges, I think I will get like 1 or 2 color more. I'm very interested in the color 03. It's more of a very yellowy undertoned color, and I'll just see if I have interest of buying more color then. And if I actually purchase them, I'll do another review of those color. So that's it. Thank you for watching.